Moots was originally founded here in Steamboat in 1981, which means next year will be our 40th anniversary, which is incredible for a hand-built manufacturer. The gentleman that founded the company happened to be on a bike tour after high school and ended up kind of taking up residence here and working in ski shops and then bike shop in the summer, and got very interested in producing his own bike frame. And so that's kind of how Moots started. It was in the back of Sore Saddle Cyclery is the original bike shop from that was Moots. And then from there, over time, we were in steel for the first 10 years. And then in 1991, switched over to exclusively titanium. So we're coming up on 30 years of tie building experience. We make about 1,000 bike frames per year. And, right now the trend is heavily on gravel. These days we're at about 24 full-time employees in the building. And 17, 18 of those are production-based. The rest is sales and marketing and accounting and things like that. We just really kind of pride ourselves on being the best we can be, produce the best product possible. And for us, that really starts with where we source our material. So we strive to, get the best possible tie tubing we can get our hands on. And for the most part, that means we're dealing with U.S. companies.
Okay. So you haven't seen an effect with COVID in your supply chain?
So we're planning, and when we forecast our tubing supply, that typically takes place a year to a year and a half before we need it. With the COVID, things like everybody early on, it really started happening fast. Right around March 11th, we closed our building to the public. It was, we typically do public tours on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but once it really started going downhill, we put up notification on our social media, on our front door, locked the building. Only production staff was allowed in the building, and we're at that point today. So a lot of us are working from home, any office staff that can. We're just staying away and trying to think of the health and safety of our crew. If our crew gets sick, we're in trouble. We can't make bikes. So we're being very diligent about that, and even we're erring on the side of caution. We've got social distancing going on in the facility, mask at all times, daily cleanings going down twice a day on all the common surfaces. A lot of us ride bikes and are very active, and that could have an impact. We really kept our customer service, our communications open to our dealers, and did the best we could. Sure. I wouldn't say we all started feeling more comfortable with it, but definitely starting to learn how to live with it a little bit.
Sure.
And I think that's what kind of where we're at right now.
This is your new normal.
Yeah, it's not going to go away. It's always going to be a threat, and we just have to do our best to mitigate it. And our crew is doing a great job of staying healthy and isolating as much as they can outside of business.
Sure.
So we don't bring that into the building. The Moots business is based largely on independent bike shops. And so we have in North America about 110 authorized Moots dealers. And that's how we get in touch with customers, and that's how we sell our products.
But your reach is much further than North America, because I have a friend that owns a Moots that lives over in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
And so do you keep statistics on how many countries you've sold to?
Yeah,
independent buyers?
I don't have an exact number, but our international business, part of Moots, makes up for about 25% of our business.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's, it is truly a worldwide brand. You walk into shops in Europe or Asia, South Pacific, it's a very sought after product, and the hand-built American craftsmanship really is very appealing to a lot of people. So yeah, we're distributed around the world. Outside the U.S., we do have those distributors in place, and they do a fantastic job getting the Moots word out, and we travel internationally. We visit all of them when we can, and it's amazing. Like, you'll be on a street corner in the UK somewhere, and here rolls by a Moots out of a sea of everything else, and you're like, that is just amazing. And to see our products leaving Colorado, this tiny little town, Steamboat Springs, and going out there in the world and providing some enjoyment and physical exercise and camaraderie with bike riders it's amazing. It's super humbling, actually. It never ceases to amaze me how supportive our customers are of the brand, and even if they're not a customer, the industry and bike riders in general are like, oh man, Moots, you guys, they feel like we're doing it right, and we feel like we're doing it right, and that's kind of our process, is source that best material, get it here to our building, and apply the best techniques that we know of to produce an incredible product. And we're not willing to bend on that. There's cheaper ways to do it. There's outsourcing, there's all these things, and that's just never really been a conversation with us.
So if you had to describe Moots in, say, 3 to 4 words.
Bike riders, bike designers, bike builders, and really good people. We're not all, Cat 1 throwing down at the races, but there's a wide variety of bike riders in this building, from racer to world traveler to the ultimate commuter. Like, who commutes? There's the building record right now is 28 below zero for the coldest commute. And who does that? Well, bike fanatics do. When you look at Moots product, that's what we would like people to know, is that the people that are manufacturing these, they ride them on a daily basis, and that passion, that design work, that quality of ride really comes out in the product. They're not inexpensive bikes by any means, and a lot of our customers, they'll think about buying a Moots for years before they actually do it. They'll do it, and then they go, oh, why did I wait so long? They've worked their way up through whatever bikes and abilities and that kind of thing, and financials. It's definitely not cheap, but when you get on a hand-built product, I think especially a Moots, you can really feel the experience coming out in the product of like, wow, these guys and girls, they really know what they're doing, and that's what we strive for every day. Hopefully when the COVID is behind us, or maybe better, come see us in Steamboat. Our door is always open under normal circumstances. We'd love to see you, love to meet you.